I don't think that answer is correct. I want to be clear. Who is this? Has to be Foreign's cousin. Has to be Foreign's cousin because oh my gosh. She's reciting her text messages and stuff and she's and he's like, don't laugh. Pick up the what you sent me. So you're afraid of it. What you said. And you're not telling me, he's a hey black man, and stop reaching out. I don't think that Abba is correct. I want to be clear. I'm not on this man's side. But I don't know the fuck she was like, she did sometime right off. And at this point, it's like, you're not saying you was with him for 5 months, you done ain't show up at the relationship, you wasn't show up at the baby in the first place, he done cuss you out, he done blocking you, you gotta run back to him. Like, well, if you know you wasn't show up at the relationship, and he ain't show up at the baby, you decided not to keep the relationship, what you gonna keep the baby for? Because the baby is independent of the man as well. Right, well, they said if you clearly she doesn't think so, because even though she said she feels away, I'm not saying she's wrong to feel that way. I think it is perfectly normal to be angry that a man that had a baby that impregnated you is now saying fuck the baby for whatever reason and being insensitive to your feelings. I think that's completely valid. I don't think anything she feels is invalid. What I'm saying is, if she's already established, this man's already done said, fuck you, fuck that baby in 962 different ways, to the point where she said, you know what, fuck you, I got my baby and I can raise it myself. What is the purpose of continuing to like send him the man? To me, all of this makes perfect sense. Having argued with women that have been pregnant at this point, this makes perfect sense. I'm just trying to say, like, just put it politely. You know, I had even. I'd say, but right now, honestly, this is actually a very well structured prose. A lot of it, right? But a very well structured prose. And I've seen a lot more irrational conversations. We just talking clearly. She was my friend and she called me. Yeah. And this is one of my friends asking, like, why is this? Why is that? I mean, I can understand. I'm trying to understand her. I mean, I think I do understand it in the sense that she's like, why even bother with somebody who's not bothering with you? Like, I think it's just like, I guess her confusion because he really, really did send mixed signals. Like, and then he had the audacity to be like, oh, maybe I wasn't clear, but I'll be clearer now. And I'm like, you weren't clear. You were clear in the beginning. Your feelings changed. It wasn't like it was a lie. Because he said, I'm in support of whatever you do and let me know what happens. Let me know what decision you make. That's how he felt at first. His feelings changed and now it's, oh, maybe I didn't make myself clear. Like, no, nigga, you stated that you would be there. You had some iota of support and care for what was happening and that you got her pregnant and you were seeing her decision through. Now all of a sudden your feelings change. You said, oh hell no, no. Like now the reality sinks in and so he changed his story. Now he wants to out of the blue say, oh, maybe I wasn't clear, but oh, I don't want that baby. Like you didn't say that at first. So it makes sense that she's confused, hurt, betrayed. I mean, she's feeling all these feelings, thinking all these things and this and whatever because he truly was like, he was clear about how he felt at first. Then he flipped it. He should have said, okay, actually, on second thought, I changed my mind rather than, oh, maybe I didn't make myself clear. It's not like he was saying, oh, yes, do what you want, but I don't care. You didn't make it a point to express that you didn't give a shit in the beginning. Because what it sounded like to her and to all of us here is that you gave a fuck and you wanted to see what was going to happen and support her in her decision, whatever she may choose, and let me know. Then all of a sudden it was, yeah, stop texting me though, and goodbye, you're getting on my nerves, and I'm gonna block you now. So he just basically flipped the bitch and wants to pretend like he didn't. You know, like you were clear when you supported, and now you're flipping, and now you want to make another statement clear. These are two different statements that you're trying to clear. This is what I'm trying to say. Like you painted the picture that you wanted to be involved, or you were in support of whatever she decided. Now the reality and the anxiety kicked in, and you said, "Oh hell no!" And now it's just complete 180. Oh yeah, no, stop texting me. I don't want that baby. Stop. Blah 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 blah. Blah. So he was never clear, I guess, truly, to begin with. If we're being very frank here.
And that's the problem. Like nobody's really being frank here. But yeah, I think I'm just like kind of taken aback low key because it's like, I want to hear people's perspective and I want to see where you're going, but I'm just kind of, side eyeing this lady. Like I'm a little taken aback because she genuinely has no empathy. No, not that like she's saying that her feelings are valid. She understands where she's coming from and everything like that. But I just can't help but feel like she really doesn't give a shit or she has no sympathy for this lady. Like, you're pregnant, it is what it is. And like, if he said he doesn't want it and he doesn't want anything to do with you, like and she even said, see, God knew not to make me a man. And then, Foreign was like, what you have to expound, like, you have to explain, what does that mean? Cause it's like, he knew not to make me a man because I would have been blocked her and, pretty much saying that she low key would be trifling too. But that's the weird part. I'm not exactly sure why. And the video started off with him saying like it was three good videos of him getting on fresh and fit and shit. Them entities about getting women pregnant up and down, pregnant one woman up and down. Would you change, for real? Like and that's literally their story. And they always talk about you need to take some accountability, you need to take some damn accountability. Like, this don't make any sense. Da, 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 da. And now look at him. So I do find it just a little weird. Like, what's the backpedaling about? And like, why we. But she's saying that in no way is she on his side or she's defending him or whatnot. But I just find it a little weird that there's no level of understanding or care on the lady's part in terms of like, um, see, this is why I hate being in Atlanta. Without fail, without fail, it's like my body has to fight something. It'll go away. It's just that it's always like because of the stank, because of the smoking, because of the ammonia, like it never fails. Like it's just the pollution that is Atlanta. And I don't know if Trim is just used to it, but like anytime I'm in Atlanta, and I had fucking oh my gosh, and every time I'm in Atlanta, I always forget to wear my mask. Cause it's just atrocious. Like what you're being hit with, it's not safe. It's lethal. Like it's not to be inhaled. I don't know if it's because I'm hot. Like I know I get stuffy when I'm hot, but like I took this off and I was okay for a second. Maybe it is because I'm hot, but like damn, fuck. But yeah, I mean, I'm just very like, what is your position lately, and what is the point you're trying to make? Because it's just it's dubious. I don't like where she's standing. I don't like where she's standing because don't get me wrong. From one like if I had to understand, like they will explain it a little more, but like I think her point is that if somebody is showing you that they're useless and they're trifling and all that stuff, why deal with them? Because he's been doing this on and off, blocking her, unblocking her, blocking her, unblocking her, and not giving her the time of day, and then talking all tops, not nonsense, but like he really just has no sympathy. Like he really has no sympathy for her. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't want anything to do with this. Um, and he's saying like goodbye, like stop talking to me. I really want nothing to do with you. You are not my responsibility. Like just absolutely no consideration. And so she's saying that she's not on his side, but she's just like, honestly, girl, like you still text and because she's saying if she was one of my friends, I'd be looking at her sideways, like, what are you still doing in communication with this guy? Which is true. Which is true. I think she just wants him, but my point still stands and goes back to the beginning of this video in that the I think her bone of contention is if I have to take care of this child, I have to take care of this child. If I want to abort, if I want to keep abort, it's my decision. What have you? I'll pick up the pieces. Just pick up the pieces. No, I will carry on with whatever decision it is what it is. I think for her, she just wants him to own up to it. It's the principle of it. At the end of the day, it's the accountability bit of it. Like I don't think, because I know maybe in this woman's mind, and he's understanding it too. Um, Friday, foreign. I like how we just call him that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know his name, but yeah, like in a way, it's just like, no, why are you talking? Like basically saying like, why are you talking to this whiz man like they would say? But it's just like, I think for her, she just wants him to own up to it. She just wants him to simply say, like, I don't know if she's looking for an apology. I think she just genuinely wants him to be like, okay, some type of responsibility, some type of accountability, some type of ownership for what he did. Cause it's kind of just like this, like, very much, I don't want anything to do with it. And yeah, I mean, that is at the end of the day, but yeah, like he just, is just no level of care or responsibility or accountability. So yeah, I think that's what's confusing this lady because she's just like, I wouldn't bother with this man, and I don't blame him for blocking you and like him getting irate. And I'm like, well, what nonsense is that? That's not right. That's not fair that that this is what's happening to this lady and all that stuff. But I think she's just trying to put herself in his shoes and be like, if somebody was doing that to me, yeah, I'd get a little annoyed too. I mean, I'm like, at a point, yeah, you would, like somebody constantly reaching you on multiple accounts and with multiple numbers, you getting their family, friends contacting you. I mean, yeah, I mean, this situation aside, if it was another situation, a better one, a benign one, it would be annoying. But it's just it's very hard to see where she's standing. It's just like, but she's claiming, that she is not in defense of him and all this stuff. I just think she's just baffled at the fact, like, why go back with somebody and do all of this, complaining and pouring your heart out here in paragraphs, this and this, that, and whatever. I guess she just feels like it's a little embarrassing on the lady's part, but it's just, I think she just genuinely cannot sit well. She cannot sit well knowing that, like, this nigga won't own up and, like, he genuinely is just a piece of shit. And I want him to own up to that and, take some accountability. This is just principle, I think. It's really just a principle thing.
Conversation. We just talking to her. She was my friend and she called me. This is one of my friends out there. I don't think she's wrong. Because she was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you and this man ain't gonna have no physical parenting situation? Go ahead, dog. I would experience that because now Krish, he's registered and now Krishna's got his own friend. Now Krishna's got his own friend. And as a ultimate example, and this particular example, I have I was talk to when communities that very I didn't like it when they were telling me about it. He's not.
What?
He's not saying that. I didn't like it when they were telling me about it. She didn't really know his mind. It's a factor Bible. I'm trying to eat and I'm trying to get to eat and she's a perfect on the bed here.
Hey, I was really trying to get something to eat. Parasite, I don't care.
Eating and go through that. So we have to appreciate that. And messages and
Eat shit? Is he saying for her to eat shit or like, Parasite, I don't care. Is he saying eat shit, sleep? I want my piece back.
If you've ever wanted it inside this building, here it
That's kind of insane. Not gonna help me. I just, for me, I wonder why this can't be handled amicably. Like in situations like this, they're not ideal. It's not ideal as it is. So even it's it's less ideal. That like this situation is not ideal in the slightest, and it's even less ideal to handle it in this way. So I would never understand like you don't want to be in a shit position, but you found yourself in a shit position. Okay, try to get out of it. Try not in this way. Like try to work it out. Let me rephrase. Do not try to just get out of it because like it's just very much wasted useless behavior. Very just useless behavior. It's just like if you don't want any like if you know you're not gonna be a great parent, just but you have to be able to support in some way because I'd rather her like intentionally be a single mom, but still have like maybe some financial support, some level of, rather than and then again, I think this lady here just wants the accountability, to be honest, because with that type of shit attitude, like I don't think like I don't know exactly because yeah, no, I wouldn't know why she would want to be with him. I hope that's not what she's aiming for. Like I think truly she just wants him to own up to his shit because to hopefully get a love back and a partner back so that y'all can parent this child together is hell no. You will be miserable and he will very much be miserable and will take it out in some way, shape, or form. I don't want to say financially. And so it's just like, do you want accountability or do you want support? Because I really don't know if he's going to give it, but it's just like in these situations, you figure it out the best way possible. Especially if the child is here, the child is here. It's like you can't just like, oh, take it back. Oh, I take it back. Oh, put it back up. Put it back up. Like, okay. Wait, what? What did you say? For today's elders. Somebody put it in the comment. What happened? Immaculate conception. What? Are you doing the Kendrick? Are you doing the Kendrick? Why did I say it like this? Is so silly. Say he's an African man, so he means damage. He's an Ethiopian. Oh shit! Didn't mean to exit. It's just a very trifling situation, honestly. Like to say the least. Like damn. 'Cause I wasn't even, I didn't need that. And,
There's a scary part about how you can't have a can rules in this. Because even though Abba is a hypocrite to us, Abba proven himself to be all niggas. Like, Project is a facade. For like, Myron and actually, yeah, you can run that guy, and whatever. We still talk to the actual guys and blah, blah, blah. Only if you feel threatened.
basically, I think what she's saying there is the fact that like ABBA is genuinely who he what's it called condemns. Like they say like in which is true. I mean I wouldn't be surprised like everything is for the likes and the clicks and whatnot. But Fresh and Fit, it's facade, this, that, and whatever. But like no, he is genuinely a piece of shit. Like that he runs like them. Where they're acting, he's in reality. Where they're acting, this is his line. No, you didn't say nothing because that's the life you used to live. And that's just the I know that's please clock him. Only if he's really so threatening that he get a restraining order.
Because she is like it's fucked up. Don't get me wrong, because I think like what is being referred to as harassment is really a woman who's pregnant. A woman who's pregnant is not just like a regular girlfriend or a gal you grinding who you want to cut off. Because if she wasn't pregnant, like unequivocally, it's like you keep contacting them and bothering them is a boundary crossing, it is harassment. But in this case, it's like she's pregnant, so it makes sense why she keeps trying to talk to them anyhow. However, because it makes sense, that's don't mean it ain't harassment. This 1000% would be aggravated harassment. And she keep texting and she keep calling these blocks and he said, stop reaching out. You have everybody else contacting them. Yeah. And so once, if this was New York City, if we had New York City this is harassment, and he would automatically get an order of protection. I think so. That would probably be subject to family court. Like in the sense that you can take this order of protection and go to family court, and family court can actually adjudicate your issues and determine what, but it would be subject to that. But yeah. I don't want to hear it. And so you said you don't care if I keep it or not after I keep it or not, keep it or not. I told you I don't want you to keep it. That would make me feel better. But even if you try to keep it one month. You said you don't care if I keep it or not after I keep it or not, keep it or not. I told you I don't want you to keep it. Make me feel better. Even if keep it. trying to push her down that direction. I just want you to know, if you keep that baby, I'm doing anything for that baby. I have to see the baby. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't got the baby. So it's like, he is in fact trying to coerce her into having an abortion. You can decide how you feel about that or why you think he's trying to do that, but that is what he's trying to do. You know, because no more that people already have been going back and forth, and so now people want to talk about abortion and the way that people are sick. It's like blocking her by disrupting, by making all this as in as fast as possible, telling her to be verbally, time, all this stuff to go up in a particular direction, and then he's intentionally framing her attempt to keep trying to like, fix the men, the dynamic, or let's make the decision. He's referring to that as harassment and blackmail. And I'm not saying that legally it couldn't be, but I'm saying that's an unfair to weaponize those words in the law.
Very well. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Because it's like I was just running my mouth about that before. I was just a little confused because there's just no level of understanding. I felt as if there was no level of understanding on her part because, in a sense, like yes, like she's saying that this could technically be considered aggressive harassment depending on the law or whatnot, but like legality wise, in terms of her incessant or persistent communication with him and all that stuff. But it's not coming from a place of I want to harass you and I want to what's it called, slander your name and this, that, and whatever. I mean, he's doing that all by himself perfectly fine. She just happens to be encouraging it, happens to be helping it, supporting it, but whatever. But it's just like, no, it's more so just a concerned woman. Like being like, I mean, it shouldn't even have to be explained. Being pregnant was a different type of experience. It's a worldly. It shapes your world. It moves. It shifts your world. Like if you're pregnant and you think to yourself, everybody gets pregnant and this, that, but no, it changes a lot about you. Not only just within internally, externally, like before, during, and after that baby is here. Like there's just so many different. So it's just like it's a lot. It's a lot to wrap your head around. It's a lot to try to bear with and everything like, especially if that was in your plans or something like this. To have somebody be this dismissive of you, especially in a very weird, unstable, new time. It's insane. Like it's just the lack of humanity for me. And so I can like, and she obviously, but I think she was just coming from a standpoint of this nigga is showing you who he is. Why are you still here? Because she's thinking about her as a friend and then like, an ancient nigga just doing this. And so, but I think she's like, really starting to drive in and like add to her point now, are really starting to like incorporate the lady's view a little bit more, in that like it truly isn't like one of those, oh, it was a one night thing and then now, but I'm upset that you left me on that one night thing. I mean, he or she who's involved is now obligated to stay with you after that one night. I know you feel some type of way, you feel used, you feel this, you feel that. I mean, choices were made, decisions were made. You have to face that. Like if you feel some type of way, if you feel used, if you feel like you were a piece of me, if you feel like it was a waste of time, I shouldn't have given my answers away. I mean, that's something that you have to reflect on. But in the moment, it was consensual. You were here with it. They were here with it. I mean, so, but in this situation, it's like I am in a situation, not just by my own doing, but by yours as well. And I just want a iota of support, iota of responsibility, accountability from you, as that will help me to feel some level of stability in such a weird, unknown experience, like being pregnant for the first time. And so I don't know. But I think she's really starting to like drive her point. Like her point is becoming full fledged a little bit. Now that she's hearing this man, speak out like this and all that stuff. Like she's starting to like okay, understand it from her perspective as well. Because I think like she was just understanding where he was coming from. Not that she was defending him. I understand what she means is, it can be annoying and all that stuff, but you have to understand why. Why would she even want to be annoying? I don't think annoying is her intention. More so, it's like if that's what it takes to get your attention, to get you to admit to get you to help, then you know. But yeah, like I like how she just went off. She was basically saying like, he's now weaponizing this, like her reaching out so many times. He's flipping it not as a concerned parent, as a concerned mom, more so always just harassment because of who I am, because you want my money, because it, like whatever. And he is driving her by him saying, I don't give a shit about you. I don't give a shit about that baby. He is driving her to be like, well, why should I keep it? Trying to get her to get an abortion. I mean, he even said out his mouth that do keep it, don't keep it. I mean, I would love if you don't keep it because that would give me a peace of mind. Like I would feel a lot better about it. But you do what you want to do. Like he is legit telling you his position. It's very, and I mean, that's a different conversation. But I was gonna say it's very rare for the man in situations like this to even want the child. So it's just like she had to have had that like level of doubt in her mind, and she said she did, but it just truly grew stronger once she found out that she was pregnant. I'm like, no, if you have an intuition like that, I beg, Ja, listen. 'Cause even yeah, because like she's just driving it in now, Because I was reporting in the way I was like, damn, like this lady don't give a shit. I'm like, are you not a woman self? Like I'm not asking you to just blindly follow and support a woman because she's a woman. Hear what she's saying, but it's just like you are and you still why? But I think she's truly starting to understand now and like incorporate everybody's side and what's going on and all this stuff. Because even like foreign is doing now, like but also like yeah, that is true what he's doing. Like this is all a play. Hmm.
That their children's lives. So it makes sense. It's not crazy for women to decide, let me keep trying to do this because they don't want to have to, at the end of the day, he could say he don't want to be involved all he wants. If the child she has a child, she can still have to look at child in the eye. A child can look just like the boy she knows. And be like, and when the children do not so readily accept those explanations as to why they don't know their daddy, especially their daddy's the type to go see, create a narrative. Yeah, was crazy. Your mom was harassing me. Your mom was abusing me. Your mom is the reason I was involved with you and all of this and blah, blah, blah. Like, how many children are going to have? And also, the framework in which y'all are analyzing her response and the way in which she's trying to communicate with Abba is a very flawed framework insofar as the mind of someone pregnant with child is very different from a mind without. Or there is a desire, even if y'all are jilted lovers or things ain't working out, there are a lot of people that when pregnant feel as though that will fix things or that will be the bond that brings them together. It might not necessarily work, but it definitely is something that people think is a reason to give it a try. And they feel incentivized to try to make it work because of how we feel about the nuclear household. And we say, okay, well, I want to give my child a two-parent household, so I'm gonna try to make this work, even if this does not seem ideal. I think it's hard for even the Abba diehard, right? You're the love Abba up and down. Got a picture of him, a mural up on the inside your bedroom, right? I think it's fair to agree that this is not how you speak to anyone, let alone a woman that is pregnant with your child. And never going to do this. I'm never going to see. And if I do, I would do it. And the woman said, you will miss it. And I know
You shouldn't have it. Children. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, it's not everybody who. I mean, I think what it is. I think what kind of. I mean, threw me off a little bit is that you never really get a lot of people who are like brutally honest. At least I don't like make it a point to have them in my life. You know, you can be honest with me, you can be candid, but you don't have to be brutal. You don't have to be nasty. Especially if you're not gonna do it in a funny way. If you're not gonna do it in a colorful, funny way, then what's the point of being nasty? You know what I mean? But it's just like I like truly. She's just the realest. She's just like call it what it is. It just this is just what the situation is. I think I just have just an iota, a little more sympathy and understanding for people. I think that's what threw me off with this lady. But I said like truly, I'm starting to come around to who she is right now. Like I don't know her still, but I'm just like okay. She kind of is like machi, just she tells it how it is, and there's not a level of like there's a level of understanding, a little bit of sympathy, a little bit of understanding, and but it takes her a little minute to be like, okay, maybe I should consider that, this, that, and whatever. But yeah, like, but it's true. Not everybody needs children. We talked about this too bad. Like not nobody, not everybody should be parents. Even people express that they're not shit. So what makes you think that they would be a decent parent? No, if they're a shit person, they're a shit parent. I'll be very like it's very rare where they're shit person, great parent, or great person, shit parent. Like not of them. That 9 times out of 10, it always bleeds itself into that realm. But I do also agree again with her that people's lives would be very very different if you weren't in them. Okay, when I think about our being here. It's weird. Like it's like I try not to because it is a very like what's a good word for this? Um Not out of body experience. Is it kind of like an out of body experience? No. It's just like a takes you out of life for a second moment. Like that's what it feels like to me. I don't know I can't figure out the word or the phrase right now, but it takes you out of reality for a second. That's the best I could. Yeah, that is like it does because when you think about it, I'm like you wouldn't be dealing with what you're dealing with. Myself, mommy, if we weren't a thing, if we weren't a reality. And when I think about how and why we're here, it's like, damn, because it's fuck that nigga. Whether he pays us, supports us, wants to be present with us or not, it's fuck that nigga for real. You just better send to my God money. You just better. But it's just like I can't I can't help but think about stuff like that. Like the other day, I was like having my midnight concerts like I normally do, and I just felt some type of way because I was just like, wow, this is our life because of y'all. And this is your life because of us. Everybody's impacting everybody. And the surreal thing is always the fact that none of us asked to be here. None of us chose to be here. We're just here. So that takes you out like that. Every time I think about that, that always takes me out of my reality because I'm just like, oh God, like that is true. I did not choose to be here. I just happened to be here. And some days, depending on the days, a blessing and the curse, but it's just like for real, like I feel like genuinely speaking, mommy would be well off without having children. There's so many, like when you think about how your life is, like for example, our dynamic. is not the best. Our connection is not the best. I mean, we 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 do kiki, we do laugh from time to time, but it's nowhere near what a grand, healthy, ideal connection should be. Could be whatever. You shoulda, coulda, woulda. You can sing the whole song. It's just not that. And so, like, I can't help but think about it. So I know she can't help but think about it. I mean, hell, I hear it in the prayers. No help before that, but like I hear it in the prayers. I hear it in what she like says and stuff like that. Like I know she has to feel some type of way that, you know, I don't know if she's always wanted kids or didn't want kids, but if she did she think that she would have them like this? And if she didn't, is she like, I should have listened to myself, you know? And in a way, it does kind of suck to kind of think about it, not gonna lie, because it's like you never want to be a burden to somebody, but it's just such a weird and shit position to be in because it's like I didn't ask you to have me. I couldn't be verbal. I wasn't in existence. But I'm here now, we're here now, and how many problems has it caused you? I mean, less now than before, but still, it hasn't necessarily gotten better. It's just what's the thing called stationary. It's the stationary phase. No log, no exponential, no death, just stationary. I don't, ain't nothing wrong with being content, but sometimes it just feels weird to say the least. But that's a different conversation. All I'm saying is that, like, wow, not everybody's meant to be a parent, and even if you felt you were meant to be, or you had a desire to, is it everything and anything you ever thought, or does the feeling haunt you? Or does the feeling haunt you? I know the feeling haunt. Like, like, let's talk about it. Kids. Let's talk about kids. Are they everything and anything you ever thought? Or does the feeling haunt you? Oh. Another feeling haunt you. It may not haunt you, because that's powerful. Hopefully it doesn't haunt you, but I know it bothers you. I know it annoys you. I know it gets to you at times. It has to. It gets to me. I like to believe that if you feel something, 9 out of 10 somebody else feels it too. Especially if it's thick, it's you can sense it's being felt mutually. And I don't like that. To be honest, I really don't. Not everybody's meant to be parents, which, I guess it is natural to say that not every. Hmm, hmm. It's kind of hard, but is is it natural to follow that up with? So that means that not everybody's meant to be here. I mean, but I mean, that is essentially the same thing. Not everybody's meant to have kids, therefore, not everybody's meant to be here. And that isn't far from the truth because a lot of people say you were an accident. You were just a great one. A weird thing to ponder. But yeah, I mean, so it's stuff like that. Like, now this is taking a turn because it's stuff like that that I've thought about. Like, was I meant to be here? And I don't like to think about stuff like that because I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't mind the unknown and things that are a mystery and stuff like that because it's more intriguing and it's always nice and fun to like just explore it and discover it. But but the mystery, there's just the biggest daunting one of them all that genuinely fills me with unease is the uncertainty or the mystery that is your existence. Like the mystery that is my like I don't know. Like especially in a conversation like this, like wow. To believe that your life would be so grand and so free, and you wouldn't even be a nurse, you would be a news anchor, and you'd probably still have been in Niger for a good minute before moving over here on your own volition, and it's wild to think. It's basically giving me the same feeling or experience of watching Seven Lives of Leia all over again, like giving up your existence for your parents to be happy. And so in that case, was she meant to be there or not? Because ever since she was there, it fell apart. It fell the hell apart. Was he gay? I think the dad was gay. I believe he liked the friend, but he just settled for being with the mom since he got her pregnant. You see what the fuck I'm talking about? You just, I think that's how the story goes. I think, but like, it probably happens. It probably happens. Maybe not in that sense. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. As many humans that has been on this, that have been on this earth, I'm pretty sure there's a scenario where there was a gay man who didn't want to realize that he was gay and got his best friend, who was a woman, pregnant, and he just has to deal with it, and he has to just put his gay aside until he can't no more. Has to have happened. Has to happen. It's probably a Reddit story right now. Hold on. My gay best friend got me like, let me just see something. Uh, like without fail, without like a girl I used to be really close with got me. Wait. Huh? Wait, a girl I used to be really close with got me a gay man really high one night. I didn't. Okay. Well, blah. Wow. After everything happened, we went from talking constantly and seeing each other at least once a week to barely being in contact. I definitely withdrew because I felt weird being around her, but I realized I started withdrawing from a lot of other relationships as well. She told me that she had always wanted me and that she was crushing on me for a while. She said that she loved me and that she was happy we were friends, but she had always wished we were more than just friends. As a gay man, I can understand how it feels to be into someone, especially a friend that isn't sexually attracted to you, but her actions seemed like it went too far. Do you feel like she intentionally got you high that night? Yeah, a girl I used to be really close with got me, a gay man, really high one night. Yeah, hell no. You see, this is, oh my gosh. I'm telling you. I knew it happened. I knew it happened. Either the person didn't know that they were gay until after the fact, or they knew they were gay and then something happened. Either way, it's just so many choices that you make in this life. And the biggest one that you can choose is what your life looks like, how your life is going to be lived, and if you want to give life to somebody else or not. That's probably one of the biggest choices you ever have to make. That last one, if you care about it, because me personally, I don't do the children thing. I'm not with the children thing. But in terms of like the biggest thing about life is how to live it. Like how to live it for you. Like what does life mean for you? That was interesting. Oh wow. I'm just gonna finish this video. I mean, I do want to take an intermission, but because I it's just too much and experience this for the first time. But um, it's just life is just so shit sometimes and weird. And I just would never understand why somebody would want to make it more weird for themselves. Like I would never ever want to put myself in a more weird predicament than I'm already in right now, as it is. Like life is so dubious. I'm so scared half of the time. And every other day I'm questioning, why am I here? Why did I get out of bed this morning? Like so to I remember that girl that you was sending me that goes to her massages, she was crying. Like the video started off with her crying, talking about something. I I would never understand. Like I don't. I like life is basically she was saying that life is so shit. Like or like life is toughen up or this one whatever. Like I'm like I don't know if she was cramping or if she was like just watch. She finished watching the movie. I genuinely don't know what was going on with her. I don't know if she had gone through something like it was a shit day. Either way, she was on there crying and stuff or something. And you had the audacity. And I wish the fuck I would have a child come into to my bedroom and say, "Oh, mommy, I am married. I threw up and all that stuff. Don't be so fucking rude. Like, don't fucking piss me off right now." And I was like, "No," and dead ass. Imagine all that I'm going through, not knowing what life is all about and why my life has been dubious food for the past year or so. And then I have a child? No. You are smelling something. You're smelling something very, very fierce. I would be damned. I would be damned. Quite literally, I would be damned. Like, no, I cannot in good faith do myself like that. Why? Why? So all that to say, man, like, this seems like a good game. South Korea. I mean, yeah, South Korea versus South Africa. What are they doing this game? What are they doing? Well, what are they doing this year? Like South. Why dare watch? Let's just get the England versus Ghana out the way. I'm honestly, please, Ghana, please, just try, please, just win. Why dare we play this game? I'm just trying to get the games that I'm like I've been avoiding out the way. But yeah, no, like I couldn't imagine that. Like life is already rough as it is and really weird for me at the moment. I just could not imagine having to come home from my weird day of trying to find shadowing hours and trying to find a job and this and whatever and then like, doing this and doing that and not having money. Not having them fucking money, number one, right now. And then I have the audacity. I have the audacity to I would not do that to myself. I just cannot do that to myself. This is my first time watching it so late. Like normally I always watch it during the day. Or if I watch it at night, I watch it with them. Not like in the AMs. This AM is for my GL time. Like my all my shows that I didn't get to watch during the day. So this is very weird. But I said why not? I needed a break though from that because I just don't a situation like that is just so draining. Gosh, it's just so damn draining because it's just like this shouldn't be your this shouldn't be your life. Hold on, I want to see Ghana's intros. I wasn't paying attention like that. I saw the first few people. Ain't nothing right over, but I'm not missing nothing. But don't 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 find yourself in a shit position. Like I can't, I can't, I can't. I wouldn't dare make life more complicated for myself than it already is by having a damn child. Like that just is gnarly. I do feel for mommy though. Sometimes thinking about having like what she was mentioning. Like I do think about that often, but I do think about it sometimes. Like I know it must be, you know, to say at least sad sometimes to be like, damn, I don't really have a relationship with my children for real. Oh, you gonna. Gosh, it was good defending, but yeah, that's why lately I've been trying to be like nice, trying to be nice, but just communicating and enjoying as much as possible. And just trying to engage, like just it doesn't all have to be so rough every day. Like oftentimes every like it feels like a simulation, but just try to have some great days. Doesn't have to always be weird. Please, get it. Oh gosh, I need to give it back to him. I need to give it back to him. Oh my gosh, it's still in. Nicholas playing well. Like they're not touching, they're trying to tackle, they're not trying to trip him up or nah, they did it here, but like that wasn't the intention. Like they're not trying to eat him up. They genuinely were just trying to get the ball. Like you don't see all that jabbing. It's like they're trying to play footsies and trying to like dribble out the ball from his feet. Okay, yeah, play me. Gonna go to your side. Fuck me. Why do you still have it over here? Don't even give them the chance. Ghana, damn. Oh, damn. He did step on his bed. That's how you block. Hey, Ghana. Ghana's defending his grade. Gonna try. Oh, there goes on this side. Oh, okay. I was so confused. It's like, why are you going? Why are you going? Nobody over there. Nobody over there to help him. Nobody over there to help. I'm glad that they didn't, I'm glad they saw that as not being a panty. Mm, What's going on? That's kind of cool. That was kind of cool. Oh, it was a lot of passing. That was kind of cool. Straight into the Goldie's hands. Kind of go. I'm waiting for them to get a ghost because I just thought of something. Ghana, get it away from here. Like, seriously, man. Oh, he did step on his foot. What's in his head? Why does he have this wrap around his head? Maybe it's just to protect his head. Ghana's defending is great. Gonna get it. Ghana played correctly. Ghana, so she could be that. I mean, go, go Ghana, go Ghana, go Ghana, go Ghana. A foul against Ghana? How? They both collided into each other. A great save. Okay. Commercial break. Let's go, Ghana. Go, 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 go. Y'all get up there. Help him. Fuck me. I just wish that he would have. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he should have just tried to shoot it in. I think he was scared. Could have been a oh my gosh. Oh god, man. Damn. I was so scared. I was like, please, I don't want them to get it. A great save. It is. Honest defending is amazing. Like that is serious shit, bro. They are great. Free kick for Ghana. I guess it didn't go anywhere because they didn't highlight it. You know what? This is what this FIFA, and this is what the fuck I'm talking about. FIFA is brand spanking new. I was so scared to watch this game. I was so scared to watch this game because I was like, I don't want Ghana to lose miserably. Like, and it's not even that. It is that. Okay, because no, because it's just the way that it's the way that what's the word I'm looking for? It's just the way that they just is unbalanced. Like like it's just rigged from the start. Like why put these certain teams together? You know? Like they know the past, they know the history, they know the skill set. Like of course, England has won the FIFA before. All these different countries, they have their stats. Okay? And so it's just like it just feels like it's rigged from the start and like they single these countries out. Like they're trying to weed them out. But it's just like the thing about it is that if you know how to play, you know how to play. And this could be the day where you let them know you know how to play. So, but I was a little afraid because I was like, oh gosh. But but again, you truly never know. And it's just like you can only but root for them to win. And I love to stand corrected. That's why I had to stand up. I said, you know what? I really wanted them to score a goal though because I was so ready to say, "Go, go." But I saved my Dynamo's goal for another day because they will get a goal. Yes, yes, I believe in it. But wow, 0-0. All that to show you that the ones who care, the ones who want to be here, the ones who know how to play, they're playing. No matter where you're coming from. Ghana going tit for tat with England. Their defending was beautiful. Defending is the biggest thing you need when it comes to football. Because it's the great defending that will help you out. Because it's because of their great defending. Like they had great saves. That goalie was great. They had great saves because of that goalie. And Ghana could have had one if they just, tried it just a little more or had it at a different angle, or there was somebody over there who could have shot it in. But yeah, that was a great game. Oh my gosh. That was so different. I'm so glad that it was 0-0. Like that was great. Wow. Let's go Ghana. The goalie was great though. That's right. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like it goes without saying, like it's really not even it's not anything to be surprised about. Like England is a really great team. Like they're skilled, they're coordinated, they play right for the most part. Like they're not rough, they're not abusive, aggressive, this and whatever. They can attack the ball, but without attacking you, at least not intentionally. And so for them to hold their own, like, and they truly defended so well and had a couple of shots. I feel like if they I just wish that their defending is top notch shit. I wish their scoring was top notch as well. I wish they were as coordinated and as skillful in their scoring and actually attacking the ball and scoring some goals as they were with defending, as they are with defending. Let it finish, nigga. Like, I'm just so proud of them, honestly. Wow.
Everything finally gets quiet.
Gonna help their own for real. And I just hope for in the next game, like they actually score, because I know it goes on a point system. Like it's great for England to have like 0-0, and I love moments like this where it's just like, wow, I thought we would have, and they did attack the ball, and there were so many close moments where it would have been like, oh my gosh, England's about to get it, but they said no, ma'am. Ghana was not going for that shit. I love being able to keep on your toes. Like all these teams who just like, oh, it's Ghana. Like we got this in the bag. I love for them to be, what's it called, to stand corrected. To hear me say it, I just know that's right. Like big saves from Wasabi for real. I know. So I like that. I like that. They were talking at the end. You're like, that was nice. England, for the most part, hasn't been in any bullshit. Like, they're not, and Germany is not as rough as I thought they were. Well, this is a new team. I would say in the past they were so fucking aggressive and rough, but like this team, nobody's trying to hurt anybody. Like the two teams that I thought are like have a history of being rough and being very aggressive, like England and Germany, especially. They're not this year. Like everything is just new. It's just fresh. And everybody's respectful of one another. Like I remember he very much attacked him and he picked him up from behind and whatnot. And like they're talking at the end, and it makes me wonder if that guy that the Ghanaian woman was talking to was Ghanaian as well from the English team. This FIFA, man, this is a good FIFA. Anyway, oh gosh, please, this I need to eat my tuna salad and egg and watch JoJo. We'll see.